We got like, what, 3-4 days left of Black History Month. I mean, this month flew by, and I couldn't even celebrate the way that I wanted to. And I'm mad at that. Because of Gorilla Glue Girl. This was not the representation that I wanted during Black History Month. And she started making me do introspection. Like, damn. Thinking, talking to my edges. Like, have I been too tough on you? What a spectacle. Each morning, I was just saying a prayer like, please, God, I hope this news story blows over. Sure enough, this woman is in a very sticky situation. You heard right. The same Gorilla Glue from those wacky commercials. Now, Tessica Brown has big regrets. I'm like, damn. But I still love being Black. I mean, I keep hearing I need to lose my Black pride, but I never heard anyone say that to gay people. Because God knows when Pride Weekend shows up, you show up and you show out. Whoa. And so, no, stop it, because I know gay people are going to be like, oh, I'm so offended. No. If we can get made fun of, then so can you. And Gorilla Glue Girl was a comedian's wet dream. Let's be honest. And you laughed at her, too. So my sister and I, we used to go to see Talon, the comedian, in Greenwich Village. And one day, it was Pride Weekend. We didn't know. We went to go catch the comedy show. And I was young at the time. I probably was in high school. And I saw men in fishnets on roller skates. Men with leather chaps on with nothing under. And from a distance, we heard, fish! But we kept walking. Yes, bitch! Keep walking. What you doing out here? Go home, bitch. And we knew we weren't welcome. You see, pride for gay men and pride for women is very, 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 very different. And we were in the gay men neck of town, and they didn't want girls anywhere around. And, my mom, she's from the old school. She's not PC. And when we first moved here, my mom was helping us move in. It was her at the door with my son. And I guess they ran into one of my neighbors. I was inside. They were at the front door. And he's like, oh, he asked my mom, what's his name? And my mom looked at him. She's from the old school. And she was like, what do you need to know my grandson's name for? And just looked at him real cold, like. And I'm like, that's what she said. But this man has had it in for me ever since that day. Ever since that day. So he came at me with the same kind of energy, apparently, that he had reserved for my mother. I heard a loud knock at the door, like it was the police. I'm like, what? I was busy practicing my high notes, singing like I love to do. This fool damn near cussed me out. I mean, want to be Mariah Carey? You sound like a dying cat. You need to quiet down and act like you have neighbors. I'm like, it's 9:52 on a Saturday, bro. Well, I was asleep. I'm like, you're lying. Well, how do you know that I wasn't asleep? I said, you're lying because you're a vampire and vampires don't sleep. And besides, the hypocrisy. There was a gay couple that used to live here. They moved out and they would have parties till 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I was bartending at the time, so it'd be sometimes around the time I would get in, and all you would do was hear loud music, them having a good time. The hallways would smell like beer and tequila sometimes. Be laughing it up. And I never thought anything of it. I just thought, hey, they're having a good time. No one complained, neither did I. But nobody ever put in a noise complaint when they were partying. So I told him, I said, move to Idaho, get a house with acres and no neighbors. And this fool is literally out of his mind. He gossips all day with these Karens on how they're going to revenge on me. One alleges that I sprayed Florida water on her door. I'm like, bitch, if someone comes around with Florida water, consider yourself lucky. Please. You could douche with it and get those demons out of you. This man drives an early 2000s Jeep Wrangler. And I'm not an elitist. Like, a car is a car. I'm in no position to be ragging on anybody's car. But I know this man can afford a better vehicle. And he pulls the top down when it's warm, like he's a fucking Ken doll. And I told him, I'm like, dude, you're 62. Get a more suitable vehicle. And he was like, I just turned 40.